Hi, welcome to In 5 Minutes. We are done with the common source, common drain configuration in N MOSFET. Now coming to the common gate. When you look at the diagram, you can say the input is now applied to the source and we are taking output from the drain. So the configuration is common gate configuration. You can say the arrow indicates it is N MOSFET, as I have told you before, it is N MOSFET. Now the biasing over here, you can see a current source IQ is providing the biasing voltage for gate to source terminal in this case, right? What you can say, that gate resistor RG and the gate capacitance CG. Now why we are using RG? It prevents the buildup of static charge, and why we are using the capacitor CG? It prevents or it ensures that gate is at ground potential. Can say the capacitors CC1. Why we are connecting the coupling capacitor CC1? Because it couples the input signal to the source terminal. Then why we are using CC2? Can say CC1 we are using because it couples input signal to source. Why we are using CC2? CC2 because it couples output to load resistance RL. We have dual supply over here, V plus, V minus. Then we have already discussed CC1, CC2. RD is the drain resistance, RL is your load resistance, RSI is the input source resistance. See, there is difference between RS and RSI. RS is the source resistance and RSI is the main input source resistance. Similarly, on this you can have a problem wherein you need to find the output voltage. What they have given? They have given the constant current source ka value 1 milliampere. Both the supplies V plus, V minus, then the gate resistance, drain resistance, load resistance, all values are given. So for this we need to do the DC analysis first, because in the AC analysis we require the value of GM, that is in the gain we always require the value of GM. So we can find from the DC analysis the value of VGSQ. Why? Because we know the equation for GM is twice Kn VGS minus VTN is the equation for GM. From the question they have given the value of Kn, they have given the value of VTN, but we don't know the value of VGS. So for this what we can do is, say I know IQ equals to IDQ equals to Kn into VGS minus VTN the whole square. IQ source current, you can say the current is given as 1 into 10 raised to minus 3, that is the constant current source. K ka value is given as 1 into 10 raised to minus 3, we don't know the value of VGS, and VTN is given as 1 volts. So from this we can find the value of VGS, which will come as 2 volts. So once you know VGS, you can find GM, which is twice Kn VGS minus VTN. So it will give you 2 milliampere per volt is the value of GM. Now this is what we are doing from DC analysis. Now in the AC analysis, what we are doing, we draw the AC equivalent circuit. If you recall, we are drawing the AC equivalent circuit. Step is we short circuit capacitors and remove DC sources. So coming to the diagram, you have this as the DC source, another DC source, current source will be open circuited, then you have capacitor CC1, capacitor CC2, both will be short circuited, and the diagram will look like this. You had a capacitor CC1 over here, you had a constant current source over here, CC2 over here, which has been removed. So what you can say, this is nothing but the AC equivalent circuit. Now in the AC equivalent circuit, if we replace it with the GM VGS, we call it as frequency model, that is modeling of the MOSFET. We know we have VGS between the gate and the source. Here we are applying input to the source, gate is common, and this is your drain. If we are looking from the input side, this will be a resistance Ri, and if you are looking from the output side, it will be the resistance RO. current passing through RL is assumed as IO, right? And we need to find the equation for voltage gain.